On my job application, should I add an English name on my resume? Or will my real name make it harder for employers to call me back? If you ever had this moment of doubt, you're not alone. Many international job seekers face the same dilemma. Me as a career coach, I have had numerous clients ask me, Moonie, do I need to change my name to get more job opportunities here in Australia? Me as a migrant from Korea that has a name that is not also English name, I have had the same dilemma in the past, many years ago when I was new to Australia looking for professional jobs. The truth is though, there's no one right answer for this. However, there are multiple different approaches that you want to explore that works best for you, depending on the personal and professional goals you want to achieve. So, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through what these options are, the pros and cons of each option, and what employers are actually looking for when they see your name on your job application. Option number 1, use both your legal name as well as your preferred English name. If you're ever concerned about employers having difficulty pronouncing your name, you can include both your legal name as well as your preferred English name on your resume. For example, you might write Moonyoung, which is my legal name, bracket, Moonie, which is my preferred English name, bracket, Ha, which is my last name. Or you might want to start with your last name, Ha, comma, Moonyoung, bracket, Moonie, and bracket. This approach helps employers feel much more comfortable addressing you while ensuring your legal identity is still clear for your official purposes, while still offering an easier alternative for communication. Imagine when you walk into the job interview and employers kind of hesitant to call your name. That's going to make you nervous, but also make employers nervous because they perhaps do not want to make any mistakes by mispronouncing your name. So this approach kind of demonstrates your flexibility, as well as it helps you kind of your initial interactions and making your networking or perhaps job interview much smoother. And most companies will respect the name you provide on your resume, but giving this alternative name upfront can sometimes make it much easier for them to address your name more confidently in professional setting. Therefore, it helps bridging any culture or pronunciation gaps. So option number 2, simply just use only your legal name if this is how you want to be called. Depending on what your purpose is, what do you want to be called for? If your real name is what your preferred name is, because this is simply who I am, if you prefer to be addressed by your legal name only, it may perhaps help you to stay authentic to your identity. And that is perfectly acceptable to use only your legal name on your CV or resume. Employers here in Australia are increasingly aware of cultural diversity and inclusion, so it's quite important to set the expectation from the start that this is how you wish to be addressed by your legal name only. And if you're quite confident and consistent in using your real name, employers perhaps will respect that as well. The fact that many Australian employers are quite committed to diversity, so they will make quite good efforts to pronounce your name correctly. However, if you want to make sure you're helping employers to know how to pronounce your name correctly, it might be quite helpful if you can actually provide some phonetic pronunciation in a word that if your name is perhaps quite complex. Option number 3, creating a preferred English name for your branding purposes. If you're looking to create a professional personal brand that aligns with your career aspiration, adopting an English name can be a quite strategic choice for you. For example, if you work in customer-facing roles or industry where networking is a key, having an English name make it much easier for you to connect with people and build rapport quite quickly. But ensure that you feel comfortable with the name and that presents you quite well. You may doubt about what I just said now, and then you may argue back to me saying, hey Moonie, my real name has been part of my cultural identity. My father named this name for me, so I can't change my real name. I get it, what your concern is. Your name is more than just a word on your resume. It's part of who you are. I totally understand. However, What if you worry about that your name might make it harder to land a job? Many international job seekers have told me, hey Moonie, I don't feel comfortable making up English name because that doesn't really represent me and that's not really my real name. But I really don't want employers to struggle with my real name either. If you have ever felt this way, I hear you, I totally get it. The good news is though, you don't have to sacrifice your identity to succeed in your career at all. For example, Moonie is not my real name. My mother-in-law has named this one for me. And I quite like about this English name because now every time I interact with people in new networking situation, I have a story about my English name. It kind of represents who I am and it's kind of I'm using this as my branding purposes. So even when I had my first employer and when I was trying to create my business card, I asked my employer, should I include my legal name only or should I include my English name on my business card? And my employer strongly recommended me to put my English name on my business card. So have a think about it, creating an English name that can enhance your professional brand and make your introduction much easier. Trust me, it definitely also helps you feel much more integrated into Australian workplace culture. And also, it certainly offers flexibility when working in an international professional environment. Number 4, consider your long-term career goals when deciding your name. Whether you choose to use your legal name or English name or both, it's quite important for you to consider what your long-term career goals are. Think about how you want to be perceived in your industry and whether your chosen name aligns with your professional and personal identity in the long run. So there's no one-size-fits-all answer for this, but you can choose an approach that feels right for you. My final advice to you, number 1, be consistent across all different professional materials when using your name, such as CV, LinkedIn, or even email signature. You don't want to use 2-3 different names all over the places and confuse people. Number 2, don't feel pressure about what name you have to choose. Just choose the name that feels right for you, that feels authentic to you, practical to you for your future career path. So I hope this video helped you clear up some confusion around choosing your name in a professional setting and help you make some best decision about it.